While many were expecting Kawasaki to unveil a replacement for the 32-year-old KLR650 at EICMA in Milan this year, many were left disappointed. However, it's not all bad news, as Kawasaki New Zealand has confirmed that the KLR650, which has been reportedly killed off in North America, is not dead yet in the New Zealand market. About a month ago, news broke that Kawasaki USA was killing off the long-lived and equally loved KLR650 from its lineup. The news was a shock to many in the dual sport community, as the KLR650, while old, is one of the best beginner platforms to get into adventure riding. Luckily for us in New Zealand, the KLR isn't dead, at least not yet. Speaking with Kawasaki New Zealand's Alan Young, who works in Kawasaki's marketing department, he commented that while North Americans have sent the KLR650 out to pasture, Kawasaki New Zealand currently has no intentions to get rid of the model here. Or to be more specific, Kawasaki New Zealand has nothing confirmed regarding the KLR. That sounds pretty promising for those that really love this old thumper. He did note, however, that while Kawasaki New Zealand has 2 more KLR650 shipments already on the way, they will no longer be able to get the same specification of bike that we are used to here in New Zealand. Currently, the Kiwi KLR650 is the same as the Canadian model, but with the Canadian model no longer an option, Kawasaki New Zealand will replenish their KLR stocks going forward with the Australian specification KLR650. I don't yet know what the difference is between the Canadian bike and the Australian bike, but I can imagine that at least we'll get rid of the speedometer in miles per hour, which is a little bit annoying. With that said, the aging KLR does have a lot of competition from adventure riders, especially those getting into the sport. While its main competitor, the Suzuki DR650, appears to be hanging around also, new models in the mid-size adventure segment will certainly put a strain on sales. With the likes of Yamaha's Tenere 700 and KTM's 790 Adventure due mid to late next year, the saving grace for the basic KLR and the Suzuki DR will be its low price, which currently sits on the Kawasaki at $9,990 with on-road costs excluded. The expectation that the newer, more technology-heavy bikes will sell in excess of 16 grand means that the no-frills nature of the KLR is a true asset. So fingers crossed that the news that the KLR isn't dead yet in our market is true. And here's hoping we get to have many, many more years on this dinosaur of the motorcycle world.